working on the Focus again. When I bought it, I think it had 70,000 or 80,000 miles on it. I don't remember at the moment, sorry. But the guy who worked on it had already changed transmission fluid. I'm getting ready to do a 2,000 mile trip up to Kentucky, and want to make sure, since we put so many miles on it, since me having it, I want to make sure we baby this transmission. So we're going to do a fluid change. We've got 7 quarts, full synthetic Dextron 6, Mercron, low viscosity, and we've got an ATP transmission filter. If you take a little time, you know you're going to do your change earlier, you can save about half price doing the buying your filter on Amazon compared to just running to the store and grabbing it real quick. So the main beats here. Alright, here we go. So we've got our pan, 8mm bolts all around. And as you can see, still super clean. Got a little seepage back here, a little seepage at the front. I'm not concerned with 100,000 miles. I think we're doing pretty good. So we got that, and I just watched a 1AAuto.com video, and I think the torque on that's like 5 pounds, I believe. So it's real light. So I've let it sit for a few hours. We got some new tires from Hercules, some 655 Road Tours. We'll do a video on those a little bit later. Alright, so we'll pop these off gently. So we left in a couple all around. Obviously we're going to be towards this side. I may regret not having a jack stand over here because it may drop off beyond my pin or my bin. So my drain pan. Yeah, that worked pretty good. Not bad. Thankfully the seal looks good still, so. Oh, it's blowing towards me, of course. So it's got a little bit of a dark color to it that I'm not real happy about. But it doesn't look terrible. I don't think I'm not getting a burnt smell. So, how much issues I've had with the 4L60s in the past. It's to make cheap insurance. No, it doesn't smell too bad. It does not smell too bad. Surprised none of it went over towards the wheel. I thought it would. Alright, so there we go. Move this back a smidge so it's more centered. And we'll slowly pull the pan off. Our seal surface looks great. See how much sludge and etc. is in here. Yeah, I got the fluid from Amazon or Walmart. I think it was like $7.37 a quart. So it's actually cheaper to buy it in the individual quarts compared to gallon jugs, which I was surprised about, by almost $10. So, but since I got a lot of stop and go, you know, a lot of highway miles, you know, 100 miles a day, or yeah, 100 and 120, depending on which route I take. But you know, I get highway and mosquito in my ear. Go away, go away, mosquito. This getting in my arm. Ah! What if it's an infected mosquito and I turn into a superhero? No! Alright. Oh, nice and clean there. There's that cool sensor. There's a pan. Go take that and super clean it. Alright, so we just slide this out. Oh, apparently. Nice. Okay. Nice and clean in here. It's so nice being able to watch videos. Perfect. You know, and have an idea of, you know, what you're going to be digging into before you just go. So, but there you go. That's what it looks like over there. Thankfully that seal's been cleaned up pretty good. So, alright. Alright, we're back. New filter from ATP. Gas, or grommet right there. Alright. Pop that right back in there. Nice. Looks like the original gasket's still on here, but from the factory. So let's take an edge here and make sure its surface is clean. Magnet looked really good. Wasn't too much sludge in there. Had some metallic, obviously, to be expected. So we'll slam our new fluid back in there. See how it looks. Alright, so get the new filter gasket. I don't really like the cork, but I think we'll make it work. It should be fine. I would have rather had the other material, but oh well. Let's make sure this is nice and flat. Ah, great. The other thing about this gasket, not as good at holding the your bolts. So that's what's nice about that other material. So that's a strike against it right off of that. Now I have to go find those bolts, which I'm not super duper happy about. this is only 5 foot-pounds, if I remember correctly. So I'm just going to go around, snug them up in the synchronized fashion, so it's all evenly distributed. Biggest thing for not leaking though is to get this just right. Don't over tighten, don't under tighten, and do it evenly. Yeah.
Stick some stuff in, stick in the back of the towel, so that it's out of the room and on its way towards the next stop of the donation box.
Sure.
Or is it in the vehicle for a month, but that's okay.
Breeze is picking up now. Alright, got it all around. I'm gonna go check torques and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got our torque wrench, double check the specs, and they, 1A Auto did specify that it's 5 foot-pounds. I forget the newtons, but it's 5 foot-pounds, so we got our Harbor Freight special lined up here for 5 foot-pounds. And I may already have it at it, honestly. So we'll just check and see. Alright, well, on that torque wrench, I just checked, and on something else, and it broke the head off the bolt. So, we're just going to get it all even with this, because that ain't working. Wow. That was crazy. I don't trust that torque wrench now. I heard it kind of click and then dunk, pop the top off of a bolt on a weed eater that I just tightened. So we're just going to even choke up like this. Make sure we're even all around. And that's probably where it's going to stay. So I checked the fluid. Now I thought it took 7, but apparently I've only retrieved 3.5. So we'll put 3 quarts in, crank it up, put it on the ground obviously, and see what it does. Alright, so I got basically where I like it now. We'll go around in a circle and just make sure everything's evenly tight. And this is really all we're going to need, I think, with this size of bolt, with the cork into the aluminum, all those things considered, that's really as tight as we need to be. Because if you go too tight, you bend the pan, you make all these you know, weak points. This corner might be bad already anyways, because, you know, how much I cranked on it. Hopefully not, but... Alright, so... Get that all clean. You need it to be dry anyways, but you especially want it to be dry so when you put new stuff in, you can see if there's any leaks, etc. So, I'm doing the back on this edge too, since it was a little damp here. So, alright, let's go upstairs and let's kind of put 3/4 in. We'll crank it up, let it run. I want to make sure this isn't leaking first, and then we'll lower it and go from there. Alright, so we got it running. We'll run it through the gears and see how it does. Oh no, the tires are moving.